Hi, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Cindy, and this channel is about real life after 65, specifically my real life after 65. Today's video is going to be about something that I'm guilty of and that a lot of us do all the time because it's easily to get and they're inexpensive, and it might take away some of our aches and pains. Anyway, so a few months ago, I saw a video, maybe more than one, about the length of some over-the-counter medications that we take that is linked to dementia or associated with dementia. And so I didn't pay no attention to it because it also gave some other lifestyle things that would kind of counteract it that was really just as important or as more important. So I didn't think any more about it. And then later down the road, like a couple weeks ago, I started getting like a rhinovirus or something going on up here that made me feel bad. And I was taking these pink things, and I saw another video. And so that was sort of a wake-up call. I thought, 2 videos, maybe I need to pay attention. So I looked in it to some more. But before I get going on this, I'm going to read a disclaimer, okay? It says, I'm not giving medical advice, and I'm not diagnosing anything, and I'm not saying that these pills cause dementia. I'm just sharing what I learned via YouTube videos and asking Copilot and other research on the internet. Okay, so there we go. Anyway, so the research I found is that there's some evidence, and I'm going to read this, that have what's called anticholinergic effects. These ingredients found in some older allergy pills and also in some over-the-counter sleep aids. Some studies have suggested that long-term heavy use might be linked to a higher risk of cognitive issues in older adults. Again, this is not proving, not guaranteed, just something that researchers have been studying. Now, I did type it into Copilot and ask, was this new? What's going on? And he said, no, it's they've known about it for quite a while, because this was the first I'd heard about it just this year. He said that the reason that I probably just now hear about it, that there was another study in, I think, 2024 that went over it again. So anyway, I've amended my ways. And like I said, I'm not suggesting you do or don't do anything. I'm just telling you what I'm doing because I'm worried about my brain, and you might be worried about yours too. But anyway, everyone's adults, so you've got to make your own decision. Anyway, so I've still got some of these, and these are okay for occasional use. But I was guilty of taking a couple every night to help me sleep. So that ain't happening no more. We just go to sleep the old-fashioned way. But I do need some allergy pills because, I do have allergies and stuff, and I noticed it was getting worse. And I picked up, these are inexpensive also, maybe not as inexpensive, but they're still pretty inexpensive. And they have their 2nd generation, and what's the ingredient in that? Okay, this is the ingredient in that. These are like a Claritin clone. These are Sam's brand, but it was a lot cheaper, and they work just fine. I was using for a week or 2. I kind of tested it out with just a few pills that I picked up from Walmart, the Equate brand, because since I'm so allergic to so many over-the-counter stuff, I wanted, before I bought 1,000,000 of them, I wanted to make sure that I could take it, and it seems to be doing okay. So anyway, so I'm not saying that these are bad. You're just not supposed to take them every day. It's not for long-term use. It's for occasional use. And like I said, it's just associated with it by some expert. And I didn't say that. I didn't do the research. I'm not a doctor or a scientist. Anyway, but there are some lifestyle things that you can do to try to counteract any kind of mental decline that you might have because of that, or because of anything, just whatever. So some of the things that you can do, and the reason I didn't get all been out of shape too much, other than just stopping what I can stop, is staying physically active, which I do that. Y'all may have noticed I did have some exercise videos on my channel, but I have set those to unlisted, and eventually I'll just delete them. And I do exercise, I just don't record them. It's too much of a pain in the rear, and I wasn't very good at it. So, it's good enough for me, but not good enough to post online. And so things like staying socially connected, so with friends and family and your YouTube friends, and eating a balanced meals, which, we try our best. When you get older, you don't cook and stuff like that, and you can't because you gain too much weight. This business of eating 3 meals a day, you can't do it. You just gain too much weight. You just have to try to do the best you can. Keeping your mind engaged, reading, studying. Like I just recently finished my MSOM. Did I accomplish what I wanted to accomplish? Well, I'm happy to have the degree. It's something that no one can take away from me, and I feel like I accomplished something. Did I get a better job? Well, I'm really not even looking because of various reasons. One of them, I signed a tuition reimbursement agreement. I can't even think about it for about another 18 months, but I don't want to start from the ground up anywhere anyway. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. And we're supposed to be getting good sleep. Well, I get the best I can. I go to bed at 8 o'clock and get up at 4 o'clock, and there's a few interruptions in the night. Like right now, I've got an alarm set so my husband can take his medicine, and so that kind of wakes you up. But typically, if it's not a lot going on, you can just sort of go back to sleep. So I think I get okay sleep. Anyway, for closing, what am I going to say for closing? This was my little wake-up call. This is not medical advice. And it's just me, over 65, learning something new and making small changes. So leave in the comments, do you take these? Did you learn anything? Is this something that you've known about for a long, long time and I'm just now figuring out? So anyway, I hope everyone has a great day, and thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit the notification bell button so that you'll know when I post videos. And also, if you like makeup, I have my makeup channel too. So anyway, I'll see you next time in a week or so, and y'all be good and have a great rest of the day. Bye-bye.